Welcome back to the Like a Boss podcast. Folks, the madness of March is upon us. We're at the time for the big dance. One shining moment. 68 teams start. One team will eventually emerge as champion. As you may guess, based on what you see on me and behind me, that team can only be my University of Michigan Wolverines. And we all appreciate that in order to win the big dance, in order to win the tournament, talent is unbelievably important and plays such a huge part. But the interesting thing is the team that wins the NCAA basketball tournament is not always the team that has the most talent. In fact, more often than not, the team with the most talent does not emerge victorious. What this tournament takes more than anything else, and it speaks to what our organizations need, is this blend of talent, of chemistry, and of real leadership. And the University of Michigan men's basketball team embodies those very characteristics. Their success, and it has been massive this year, really has been the result of the embodiment of this absolutely necessary combination of talent and of culture and of leadership. A team that fully and completely and meaningfully understands chemistry is important. Different people within the organization, coaching staff and players alike, all serve and represent and play a role. And the leadership that the men's team has seen through second-year head coach Dusty May has been of paramount importance. He has worked to ensure success by doing a few things and doing them incredibly well. And the first is he has created a culture of we. He has made sure that each and every player, each and every coach, each and every staff member of the University of Michigan men's basketball team makes sure at all times they emphasize we, not me. He focuses on how we all can collaborate for the common good. And when you listen to Dusty May talk, and when you listen to his players talk, it's never about the individual. And understand, this is a team that has individually received incredible accolades. Big Ten Player of the Year, Big Ten Defensive Player of the Year, multiple Big Ten first team contributors, honorable mention contributors, sportsmanship contributors. This team is chock full of individual talent. But what Dusty May made clear to this group from day one is we will get nowhere if what we focus on is I. The only way for this team to succeed is by really, at all time, emphasizing we, not me. As organizational leaders, we have got to do the same thing. Of course, we rely from time to time on individual contributions from each of our team members, but it always has to be with a common goal in mind, a purpose for which we are all striving and for which we are all working, goals which we must achieve together. Dusty May showed it. It has to be we. It cannot be me. Second, one thing that Dusty May has done better than, my goodness, any coach I've seen in such a long time is he's blended the talents that have come to him. And he's made this group of players coalesce into a single unit. And that was not easy. This is a team that runs 9 deep, which is really incredible in this day and age in college basketball, that they really rely on 9 players each and every game. The incredible part is that 5 of those 9 key contributors are new players to the University of Michigan program this year, including, by the way, that Big Ten Player of the Year, including, by the way, that Big Ten Defensive Player of the Year. They rely on all 9, however. And of those 9, really interesting is 4 of them are return players, and only one of those 4 is a starter. So what you were looking at with this team at the outset of the season was 9 players who were going to have to learn how to play with each other. New faces, different skill sets. And what Dusty May did that was so impressive was he exhibited enormous patience through practices, through games. He didn't rush these players into new schemes. What he tried to figure out was, what schemes could this organization, could this team run, given the talent that he had been provided? He took a minute, he was patient, he evaluated skills, he evaluated personalities, and it was a little hard at the beginning, and they were winning games, but they were winning games ugly. And what you saw throughout the course of the season was this team found its identity. As a team, again, massive individual talent. But that wasn't going to be enough. The leader, Dusty, the leader, the head coach, made sure he exhibited patience, was not bound to do things in the way he had always done things, but rather looked at the talent and the personalities he had before him and created a scheme, created a plan that would work based on what his players brought to the table, as opposed to what far too many leaders are stuck in doing, is saying, this is my system, this is the way we're going to do things, and you're going to have to make it work even if you are a square peg and this is a round hole. It usually doesn't work. The far better method of leadership in a situation like this is see what you got. What do each of your individual contributors possess? What skills, what talents, what deficiencies? What do their personalities dictate? And let's make sure that we devise the plan that best will fit them as a whole. Best will fit them individually, but will serve the collective. And what you saw at the University of Michigan was a 29-2 season, most wins in the history of the Big Ten in conference. What ultimately you have seen is complete and total coalescence. He was patient, he evaluated, he noticed different personalities, and he made this group of individuals run remarkably well, effectively as a group of one. What else has he done? And this is what we as leaders absolutely must do, and that is show unwavering and unhesitating and uncompromising support for our team members. And what Dusty May, he's done it privately in locker rooms, he's done it privately in meetings, and he has done it publicly on the biggest stages, in nationally televised games, in nationally televised post-game press conferences, where irrespective of what happens, he has his players' backs. Now, that doesn't mean there are separate conversations that take place offline, where he has to have a more direct and respectful conversation with his players if they didn't handle something the right way. But in the public eye, in front of others, in our case, in front of coworkers, in front of clients, in front of customers, we support our people. We make clear to them, in no uncertain terms, that I've got your back in every way, now and always. And what you see as a direct result of that unwavering loyalty is that it ends up coming back to you as the leader, and all that does is enhance the experience for everybody. You've created a culture of mutual respect, which demands that at all times, players and coaches alike, management and non-management alike, are there for each other. And what I want to end this conversation with is a video clip, which is funny, but it also represents this mutual respect and this mutual loyalty that I've been talking about. And what you'll see at first is Dusty May staring directly into the camera, and he's kind of paying homage to one of these transfers, Morez Johnson, who at the end of every game, when Dusty May is interviewed on the court, stands behind his coach with a very serious look on his face, as if to say, nobody is going to mess with my guy, not while I'm standing here. So you'll see Dusty paying tribute to Morez, and then at the end you'll see what it looks like when it's done the right way by Morez.
a pretty special day for you, I'm sure. You had to be satisfied with the outcome.
Yeah, it was great. You know, we came in here and clinched the Big Ten championship for the season. It was great to do that with my team.
You look like you're really rolling now. Did Duke game help you in some aspects?
Without a doubt. At first, it knocked us off a little bit.
Friends, we are in what is, for me anyway, one of the most exciting sports moments of the year, the NCAA basketball tournament, men's and women's, which, by the way, my Michigan Wolverines have a chance to win both. We will see the incredible stories. We will experience the one shining moment. From a leadership standpoint, there are so many lessons we can glean. As always, friends, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for commenting and for sharing. Go Blue. Hope to see you real soon.